Hey guys, so I want to go and talk to you guys more on this show that I really like. I haven't finished the season yet, but I'm really excited. I'm going to probably end up today later, but I told myself I'm going to do videos before I do that, so that way I cannot make it as an excuse on why I didn't. So this show that I really like is called Squid Game. I just really enjoy it. I think it's awesome. Let me know in the comments if you guys are a fan or not, but please don't do spoilers because I still need to finish watching this. But yeah, I think the big question is also the big question is really about just like in general of people's lives, and is there a price on people's lives? And I'm gonna go and talk about my personal opinion about this ethically, and you guys go share in the comments on what you guys think. And yeah, more on the meaning life. I think that in general I kind of think a lot more on just about life in general, on just what to get out of it, and to go and what we learn and evolving. And so my personal opinion that there is no price on life, and I think that no matter who you are, so for an example, someone that is famous versus not, or someone that is influencing others big time or not, versus someone that is wealthy and unwealthy, or someone that's living more of a I guess more like they have everything figured out versus someone that is homeless. Is there a price on someone's life? And I think that there's really nothing that you can put a price on someone's life, in my personal opinion. And we could argue all day long on, is there a price on someone's life versus this person versus that. And I think that there could be so many arguments. So it could be my life versus someone that is famous. Some people would argue that they are more important than me, and I'm just like what you would consider a regular average person that's in society, I suppose. But then you could go and ask, okay, well, my life versus someone that doesn't contribute in society, which one's more important? And I think that you could argue all day long on who's more valuable or who is not. Or you could go and say my life versus someone that is old. Well, who is more valuable? Or my life versus a baby, or a pregnant person versus non-pregnant person. It's, there could be many arguments on who is more valuable. And this is kind of how I think of it when it comes to a life. No matter, like, we're all humans, and no matter who you are, and you're just wearing a regular shirt and jeans, at the end of the day, we like, no matter what happens. So let's say someone that you considered valuable, and then versus me, at the end of the day, we both would bleed. We both would, if we both got shot at, we would get hurt or die. We would go and no matter what, like the same effect happens to them and me. Like, you know, if someone stabbed me, someone stabbed them, they would bleed out and die. Same thing with me. You know, getting shot at, or getting cut, or getting bit at. Like, it's exactly the same thing. And nobody's life is more important, because we all are going to the same place. We're all going to be dead, no matter what we do to go and, you know, whatever, you know, no matter how much you do to go and live longer, whatnot, it, like, we're all going to the same place. And so I think that there is no price in somebody's life, and to go and do so many things to get a certain sum of money, which is a lot, it brings in the question, is are people's lives, is there a price for it? And I think there is no price. And obviously there's a lot of ethical questions involved. And, you know, people think that, you know, even if you are maybe not as valuable in society, who cares about your life? And I think that no matter who you are, a life is a life. It's the same thing. And nobody is more valuable than another. And you can do multiple arguments over who is more valuable. At the end of the day, we're all going to the same place. At the end of the day, we all, no matter who you are, if you're shot at, you're gonna get hurt or you're gonna die. And I think that maybe there's several people that think that some people's lives are more important than others. And, you know, a lot of questions, you know, and a lot of arguments, you can argue this life is more important versus that life. And I think that we're all really the same. And I think that for something like this, I wish that there was more education for people on how to go and have that certain amount of money that you want. I think that there's not enough education on understanding on, you know, certain understanding on how to receive money, and or to live a better life and a more fulfilling life. And I think that obviously for this certain show, it geared towards people that are into betting and getting themselves in certain trouble, and so they do whatever it takes to get this certain sum of money. And lives, I guess what people view are less than, is not as important. And so yeah, I think that if we had more education on how to get a certain amount that we want, and or understanding that you know, not to get yourself in those types of situations, and understanding of money, I think that we would not be having this question on like whose life is more valuable and all that. And yeah, it really shows like, yeah, there are people that are on the upper side, what you would consider the top of the food chain, actually do for entertainment. I mean, I think there is some degree of you know, people that are on the top of the food chain that think that there's lesser beings and they can do whatever the heck they feel like, and see lives as not as valuable. And you know, and if you reach a certain wealth, then you are considered valuable. And I think that if we were given proper education on just understanding how to live a more fulfilling life, and you know, how to create wealth, and understanding that in order to have whatever the certain amount they're trying to give, so I think it was 46 billion won, you know, then and we understood on how to get that, then, you know, we wouldn't have to go and live a life where it's miserable and feeling of lacking of that certain amount, and doing whatever it takes, even taking away lives that we view as less valuable. Then I think that, you know, more and more people would go and be much happier and could have that amount. And in actual reality, anyone really can, you know, given enough resources, can go and reach that if, you know, they are given proper education, to, you know, get that amount if that's what they really want. Yeah, it is quite a bit, and it does take time and patience to get that, but from my understanding, it's to go and produce something to the masses, and whatever that is, you know. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that to create that kind of wealth, if that's what you want in life, is to go and, you know, to go and, you know, produce something to the masses. And the thing with this, I really like the show because it really does bring in that question in people's minds. And I think that for these types of people that have this mentality of, you know, betting and whatnot, not understanding on money and wealth, 46 billion won would help for a certain amount of time. But if you don't understand how it works, then all that can go away. And then you're back into that position that you're in the first place. And in reality, did it really help? Not really. If you're going to put yourself back in that position, if you don't really understand on what creates wealth, and how to not get yourself back in that position in life. And yeah, I just think that it really does bring that into question. And I honestly think with people that, you know, are addicted to what it shows, yeah, it may help for a certain amount of time. You know, I guess like a majority of them are trying to pay off debt, or you know, get a organ and whatnot. I mean, for an organ, yeah, that would help. And if you don't have like you know, a betting problem, or, you know, whatever shows those other issues, then I think you'll be fine, you know, once you get your organ, and you're fine. But if you have a betting problem and it's not addressed and make you aware of, you know, getting yourself in those situations, then it really wouldn't help the 46 billion won. It really wouldn't. For a certain amount of time, yeah, you would pay off your debt, and then you get back in that position. It's really all in the mind, and you have to address it in order to, you know, help with your situation and all that. But yeah, I just I really like that show, and I really wanted to discuss about like the topics that I noticed in there. And I think that it really did address a lot of issues about society and just the way we view wealth, and just really showing a different side of society, and the just on like just the way perspectives on both sides of the coin here, and really brings in question a lot about you know, the price of life, and is it really worth killing this a certain amount of what you would consider less than, and is that even worth it? And my personal opinion, if I was ever, well, first thing, I would never go and put myself in those games, because I mean, you kind of go and vote yourself in or out of that. Like, I mean, you gotta get yourself in this situation, and then you're like, you know, I feel like I can't get out, so you feel there's no other choice to be in this position and whatnot. But then you go and you can go and vote yourself in and out, being in there. Personally, for me, I would, after the first game, if I survived, I would immediately be like, nope, so not worth it. And they even say that, like, you could go and take a certain sum and you would distribute it, and then there you go. But honestly, if you really think about it, like, if people were given those, you know, certain education on how it works, they wouldn't be in that position. And if you go and, you know, distribute it, then you could invest it and make more, and then you'd be fine. Some of them just need it immediately, but still, like, if you, I honestly, if I was in a position where, you know, I need it right now, or else, you know, someone takes my organs, I'd probably just run away and hide or something like that, to be honest. Than to put myself at such high stakes of me possibly dying over children games. But yeah, I just personally, yeah, I would not want to do that. Like, heck no. And would do whatever it takes not to be in that position, because that is very terrifying. You know, to, yeah, be gunned down like that. Yeah, it's not really fun. But yeah, I just, I really like the topics that it brings up, and really questions ethics and, you know, entertainment, and how society is viewed, and on the lack of understanding on wealth, of how to accrue it, and on just who is valuable and who is not, and ethics. I love the whole idea of it, and yeah, and it's really terrifying. Like, I would hate to be in those positions. Oh goodness. I honestly feel really bad if you love to bet or to gamble and whatnot, because yeah, that's really scary. And whatnot. Yeah, I can see it being addicting and whatnot. Like, when it comes to gambling, I'm like, heck no, not doing it. Only time I would if I know for sure I would win. Obviously, I would feel like for most people, like, you would want to make sure you would win, I guess, but I guess some people not. I guess it's just very fun to see what is the outcome and all that. But yeah, there's a scene between the bun or the lottery ticket. Yeah, if it's a for sure thing, yeah, I would rather take the bun, to be honest. That's just me. Than take my chances on getting almost nothing, because there's, like, you know, 0 to a trillion chances of me getting anything out of the lottery, but that's just me. But it's really funny because when it comes to the lottery, I usually do win something, just like a little bit. Sometimes I don't, but there seems to be more higher chances that I do win something, which is really funny. I don't know why. I don't know if I have a luck thing going. I don't know. Yeah, because I've been told I'm like a good luck charm for people, and like good things happen when I'm around. I don't really know. But yeah, I think that it just really goes to show like so many different questions about society and ethics and who is valuable, who is not, and is there a price to life? And my personal opinion, there is no price to life. And I would rather go distribute the money, even if it's not even enough. I would just take it and then would go and go pay to go and learn more on how to increase that amount if I really needed more, I suppose, so that way my organs are not harvested, I suppose. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, let me know in your opinion, like, do you guys really like Squid Game? Yeah, please don't do spoilers. Please don't, because I still gotta finish it. But yeah, I just wanted to go share a little bit about a show I really like.